Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and on this one, we are going to be taking a look at a couple of idiots who have the combined IQ of a crusty tube sock. I, of course, could only be speaking of Tyrants Beware and For Public Safety. Now, this situation it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and it borders on feeling like it's part of a Twilight Zone episode, that people can be this stupid. It really does. First and foremost, though, before we get into it, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. Without you, I would not be here. So as always, every day, thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it.
And I do want to throw this out there. I seen Tyrants Beware is actually in the chat, so I can't stay real long. I actually got to work in the morning, but he keeps talking about this infamous email. I'm gonna give him this one-time offer. This is gonna be the best deal he's gonna get this year. Tyrants Beware, if you're out there. We had the preliminary hearing on 4/3, April 3rd, 2024. You said you had an email with that letter that I read before that preliminary hearing. If you can send that letter to GS, I don't ever have to see any of the email addresses to it, who's on the email chain or any of that. I'll take GS's word for it. I have $5,000 cash that I will hand deliver to you tomorrow before noon. And I'm telling you this in front of everybody on here, and you should know that I'm good to my word, and I wouldn't get online and say that. But you have till midnight. You're not going to have time to fabricate this. It should be real simple. You should be able to click in your email, hit forward, send a timestamped email to GS with the timestamp on it prior to 4/3.
So what you just heard was the challenge that JJ sent out to Dumbass, otherwise known as Tyrants Beware, on the live stream the other night. Now, in that challenge, he told him he had to do several things. He had to send the email by midnight. The email needed to be timestamped to show that Dumbass had the email before 4/3. And then JJ would pay him $5,000 if he could do that. Very simple, right? Simple instructions. Nothing is simple for Tyrants Beware.
Okay, so what you just heard is JJ offered me $5,000 for the email before April the 3rd.
You said you had an email with that letter that I read before that preliminary hearing.
Nope. What he said was if your dumbass had the email before the preliminary hearing, then send it with a timestamp showing that you received it before April 3rd. That is what he said.
April the 3rd, that's what he said, 4/3. I'm now going to show that.
Critical thinking would tell you, since he's communicating with GS, they have met, they had lunch. He knows that GS had the email in March. His challenge was to you to provide a timestamped email showing that your dumbass had it before April 3rd, which you didn't.
And I'm going to make sure certain people's dates, or should I say email addresses and names, are blocked out. I'm not going to block out Todd's. That would be GS's. I'm going to block out Nikki's. But I will also show me receiving the address or the email. So let's go through that.
So once again, not only do you not understand simple instructions, you apparently can't read either. You were told if you got it before April 3rd, but you didn't. You got it April 6th. You got it 3 days after. So once again, you are full of shit. Big surprise.
So as you guys just heard, JJ said this letter did not exist before April the 3rd.
You said you had an email with that letter that I read before that preliminary hearing.
But yet, someone sent it to GS on the 15th of March? JJ, I know you're not going to send the money to me, but I just proved you wrong.
You said you had an email with that letter that I read before that preliminary hearing.
And just so you know, did you just bribe or attempt to bribe me? Come on, dude, that's against the law. You should know better. But anyway.
Chris Ryder. What's going on, buddy?
I can't stay long, buddy, but I do I'm sitting over here scratching my head thinking, wasn't it 100% completely obvious that you satisfied exactly what JJ said that he would pay you $5,000 to do?
Oh, no, he wanted it sent to him.
Well, it doesn't matter.
He wanted the letter
he
sent
said that
to
if you could prove it, then he would give you $5,000. My question is, did he give you the $5,000?
Nope.
Oh, well, maybe we should be making a bigger deal of that, right? Like, is JJ a liar? Because he said he'd give you $5,000 if you could do it before midnight. And I recall it was like 10 o'clock when you produced it.
It was actually 10:47.
Okay, so you did it. You did it before the time period. What do you guys think? Is JJ a liar? One in chat if you think JJ lied and owes TB $5,000.
Well, I can definitely tell you if he wants to pay me that. If he wants to pay me that money, I know exactly what he can do. He could take that $5,000 and put it into y'all's and Tiff's GoFundMe. I don't want the money.
It is absolutely fascinating to me that these two idiots have made it to adulthood without drinking from the bleach bottle. Because let's be honest, it's this kind of stupid that causes us to need do not drink on a bottle of bleach. The level of moron with the two of them combined is just astronomical. It would almost be interesting if it wasn't so pathetic. You know, I honestly, this video was mainly because I wanted to play with a new editing program, and proving tyrants beware wrong is just, it's kind of a daily occurrence. So that's why you ended up with this video. But thank you anyway for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let me know what you actually want to see, and I'll catch you on the next one.